Okay, so this is something that we're doing that I want to recommend to those of you who want to build a marketplace, who want to reach out to your niche neighbors, your professional peers, collaborate with your community in a fun, ethical, and profitable way. Use the new Gumroad Collaborators feature. This ostensibly turns your Gumroad store into a collaborative revenue share community that actually gives you the ability to connect with your peers, with your folks in your niche or your market or your industry. I'm doing this locally. We're doing this for our tinybookabout.com community. We're building something called sjlist.com, which is a local community, and a whole bunch of other projects, our Mindful Marketplace community, where really our focus is now on collaborating with other folks, clients, subscribers, and essentially saying, hey, do you want to write a book together? Do you want to teach a course together? Do you want to build a brand together in a very transparent, open, and ethical way? And essentially just allowing folks to work together in a collaborative environment where folks can share in the revenue and learn something and build something together that benefits everyone individually as well as the collective overall. There's some very cool ways that you can actually sort of scale this out a bit and do some fun and interesting things, especially if you're a coach or a consultant and you're looking to, kind of generate a service-based revenue while you build this. That's certainly something that we're going to be doing. I'll be working with folks one-on-one to help them write books together with us or with their own, partners of preference. And of course, I would charge, fees for my time, my effort, my coaching, my consulting, our software, the tools and tech that we use to, support our clients or folks who want to do this, and simultaneously make it very attractive to them as well, because, any fees that folks pay can come out of the revenue share, right? So it's just a very safe way of protecting yourself. If you're selling services, like I know many folks who watch these videos or in our community are coaches or consultants and probably are a tad concerned about just doing like a straight split with people and not having their time protected, because of course some people actually don't follow through, and if you're giving your time away, sooner or later you're going to get bitten in the rear end. So there are some really interesting ways of doing this smart and strategically while simultaneously really building out a fun and collaborative community that inspires and empowers people. And again, this is all built on this on Gumroad, in this case, using their Collaborators feature. And the reason this is so attractive and appealing is because to do this otherwise, and I've done this in the past, you're always vulnerable to these expensive tools or software systems like ShareTribe. We tried doing this a couple of years ago on ShareTribe, which is a fantastic piece of software, but it's so expensive and it's really, really, it's time management intensive, and you need a developer or somebody who's really good at, the script language and all that, blah, blah, blah. That ain't me, right? It's probably not you. And ultimately projects like that tend to get stale quickly. We've also done this, as I know many of you have, using, various tools that are on offer, using plugins and extensions for, WordPress and tools like that. But invariably the same challenges arise. You end up, having these like PayPal kind of split kind of plugins, and it's a pain in the ass and people have to log in, or it's just a lot of sort of time intensive, management intensive BS that someone like myself, who's a creator, a writer, a thinker, an author, I don't want to spend my time, coding or having someone handle code that is just not my expertise. Gumroad handles all of this now, and they do it for free, and they do it transparently, in the sense that if you and I wrote a book together or created a course together and we were promoting it on our platform, our Mindful Marketplace platform, for an example, you would have the ability to log into your Gumroad account and see exactly how well that product was doing, what the revenue generated thus far has been, what your share is, what my share is, and vice versa. Let's say that you wanted to promote that on your platform, not mine, right? So it was your store that was published on Gumroad, and I could do the same thing. So I could just log into my Gumroad account and see as a collaborator which projects I am on and what I'm sharing with others in our entrepreneurial orbit. Really, really exciting stuff from the standpoint of ease of use, flexibility, and transparency, which is really a key element when you're doing this sort of thing. Like, you want stuff to be transparent. Will there be bugs and problems? It's a new product. I'm recording this on the 29th of February, or it's a new feature in Gumroad. Sure, there may be, there may not be. I have no idea, but those aren't my issues. Those are Gumroad-oriented issues that they will solve, for all, not me solving for somebody else because something on my side, shorted, right, or failed. So anyway, I think this is a really exciting opportunity for those of you who want to build communities and who really, want to collaborate with your, professional peers, your niche neighbors. The only thing you have to do is outreach, right? And that becomes a lot of fun when you're sort of sharing the burden of creation and creativity and writing and teaching with other folks that you admire, respect, or otherwise. Again, we're doing this across several different platforms now. I'm going to share a lot more of these details in the next a couple of weeks. I have a local community that we're now focused on this. As I mentioned before, you can check that out. It's sjlist.com. Our motto there, or our mantra, is made here, sold everywhere. So it's a local community-oriented site that I completely changed from a more traditional, kind of local directory sort of site built on Ghost to now it's completely digital, product focus. We're teaching local people how to create these sorts of products. And lo and behold, now this Gumroad sort of revenue share marketplace comes into view at the perfect time. So now all I have to do is, tell these folks, not only will we teach you how to do X, Y, and Z, but we'll also, share revenue with you for the products that we create together. Several other, our book community, we're doing this now. Our, just a number of different communities. I have some, other side projects that I want to mention here that with other people that are more kind of worldview oriented. They're not so niche-y in the traditional sense that they would prefer I didn't mention. But in any domain now that I'm writing or teaching or creating, I'm now like really eagle-eye focused on connecting with other people who I think are interesting, inspiring, who I can create something with, and in a very transparent, open, and ethical way, say, let's do this together. I have a lot of expertise here. I have a community. I have a following, and this will fast track your ability to create products that actually sell very, very quickly by dint of, the exposure that I can bring to your content, your ideas, your courses, your books, your brand, etc. Teach what you know, do what you love, wake up the world with your work. Again, I hope this has been somewhat helpful. I'm going to be recording a lot of stuff as we're sort of launching these ideas out using this collaborative content marketing model. And again, if you're interested in writing, teaching, or creating as part of our community or working with me, I've also created a little course on doing this, or some it's not really a course, it's more of a series of Ask Me Anything audios on how to do it and what we're hoping to do together with other folks. And if you want to actually join that project, there's a lot of upside to that as well. Okie doke. Again, if you have questions, as always, feel free to ask. I appreciate you listening, and have a wonderful day.